Who?
Obitaya, because like you fighting, like I said, it's getting hard for him to make that weight. So I don't understand why he's still fighting. There
That
is
bitch about to die.
not a unification. You know how to choke that
That bitch about to die, bro. It's choppy.
that shit over.
Yo.
Yeah. You know my shaggy nutty man.
All right, he was already. I was hit this motherfucker. Fuck.
But
But now I was already hip. I'm like, that bitch must be about to die.
grabbed the key Tuesday today. Had to grab a quarter.
What you get? Where you got the? Oh, you ain't been to your man's yet. It's in a minute, have you? You said.
Yeah, my with the world down, man.
Yeah, I better say.
Back to
Man,
paying
let me be
regular
some.
regular prices.
Man, you get a whole stack of some bullshit. That'd be the worst part of the day.
Why you making Sean try to press my youngin out though?
Hey, man. He say, nigga, you want to fight? Nigga, you want?
Like my man do the man like that dude you fucked up. Like, we not on none of that. Stop playing
Man, I just seen a little analyst I follow. He say Dula was supposed to get up on his ass.
No, he was, but he wasn't trying to fake beef with him.
Right. I think it was more so. I feel like he should have just told that nigga, like, yeah, nigga, I want the fight. It ain't up to no motherfucking team, nigga. Yeah, I want that bitch. Although we know it's up to the team, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't supposed to say that on stage, though. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was supposed to
We know it's up to your team, but you ain't supposed to say that right now in this moment, bro.
he was just supposed to say, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, like I'm gonna beat you, bro. What do you mean? I don't know, especially with his talent, bro. I don't know. Maybe I just be overconfident with that type of talent. But he extremely humble dude, and I like that too, though.
Yeah, cause we gonna whoop these Sean ass when that fight happens. My man Abdullah really do too.
Oh, that nigga cold. Yeah, that nigga cold, man. I feel like he knew that shit was gonna happen. He knew Keyshawn was gonna say something to him.
No, he said that. He said uh he felt his energy. He said his energy was off because you know they usually be cool. They usually be cool, so, but he said his energy was off. But that's how it usually go. You be cool until the fight start getting more and more realistic, then the energy start changing. So that's normal.
Yeah, cause now it's like people keep bringing your name up against me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's his. I ain't gonna lie. That's his fight. That's his fight. That's his. I think that's both of their fight. You know, everybody always got an enemy. That's their fight right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be the one. I ain't gonna lie. It's either them versus each other or one of them versus Emiliano.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like Emiliano, but I don't know. I like him, but I just don't like him as much as everybody else. He nice though. I get why people see.
No,
I see why people put him in that same Abdullah Mason type of conversation. Like
no,
I
I
definitely,
definitely put him in that conversation. I ain't saying he
yeah,
better than that nigga, but he's in that conversation though for me.
yeah, like I don't see that. That's what I mean by I don't like him as much. Like like I expect Abdullah Mason to be on the pound for pound list by 24, 25. I like Emiliano,
I
but
mean,
I don't expect him to be on the pound for pound. Like Abdullah 21. In 4 years, I expect him to legit be a top 10 pound for pound fighter, no doubt about it. I like Emiliano. I expect him to be a champion. I might even expect him to be world champion twice. But like I said, I'm looking at Dula Mason like he got a chance to be the best fighter in the world one day.
No effects. No, yeah, I just I definitely just put him in that category in terms of like they gonna have to see each other, man, and just figure that shit.
Carmel up there too.
Well, what? I just guys is about a 5-year mark.
That's gonna be his era basically.
Oh yeah.
Because Camero's still 18 years old, so he's 3 years younger than that Dula Mason. He already a stud. So imagine how he gonna look at 21.
Man. No, real shit though. Hey, you gotta keep him active. And my guy Joseph, man, they better put my nigga Joseph on the next card.
Who you talking about?
Joseph Brown.
He was on the card, right? Wasn't no?
Not that last one. It was not the one that just passed. I think he was on. He was on a big card though. He was on a big card. I just forgot which one it was.
I told you Floyd is a shitty promoter. I understand though why people sign to him, but
What card he was on?
he don't move his young guys like all the other young guys. They face be out there like Top Rank really be pushing them. It just seemed like that Al and Floyd type of team. Like I don't know what it is about it, but it's like
hey, tell them niggas we gonna get you rich. Don't even worry about that shit, bro.
So it's like
we got the money. Don't worry about that shit. None of that promotion shit. We gonna get you rich.
That's probably what it really is.
That's what I remember. I remember Errol Spence that he signed to that nigga because like he was like, bro, fuck this boxing shit. We gonna get you rich outside of this shit, bro, with investments and shit. You know what I'm saying? This boxing shit, like we gonna get that money there too. Bro.
But this the whole thing about that though, because mind you, I know what interview you're talking about, and he said he had to take less money with Al because he already had like a future plan, but Top Rank was offering more signing bonus money.
Yeah.
And it's like them saying we got a future plan for you, they're not gonna say it, but that also means like we got a future plan if boxing works out.
No cap. Because if you not what we think you're going, we're not about to help you out, bro. It's not to be, bro.
They can't help you out because when they say we got a future plan, that means we're going to put you in position because you're going to be getting money. If you go on and start off 5-5, how are we going to start a truck business together? How am I going to put you in position to have a truck business?
You're going to have the money to help. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What they mean by they mean like if you go on to be this great prospect, once you start making money, it's good in terms of you don't have to be this great fighter. As long as you get through the prospect and contending stage, you probably going to be fine, even if you never going to become this all-time great fighter. Because if you become even if you just get to an Abdullah Mason stage, let's just say Abdullah Mason fall off from here on out, never want to fight ever again from here. Even him reaching this stage is good enough for you to have some investments here and there. But all that shit means that should go with you being out of the fight too. So that should be sounding good, but like that means if you start off 5-0, we're gonna invest with you. Not we gonna sign you. Then you start off 0-4. Now you 0-4. You think they still got that trunking company, that future shit they were talking about for you?
No, sir. So you ain't gonna have the money to help us invest in that motherfucker.
So that shit. That's why people sign with Top Rank because it's like, listen, if I'm going to be a bum, I got this big bonus right here. As long as I ain't spend my money, because that's the thing. Think about it. I would sign the big bonus inside with Top Rank because technically, you could be a bum after you get signed for $50,000 or $75,000. If you play the $75,000 right, you can flip it and keep flipping it, and that signing bonus will change your whole life. Obviously, shit not that easy.
But right, it should go wrong and shit like that. But if the world was perfect and everything worked out, no, fact.
But 75. But what I'm basically saying is, with 75,000 before I even fight, I can go open up 2 poppy stores on the corner real quick though. Before I ever fight, 75,000 could do that for you. Even if I'm not rich, I can own 2 poppy stores with that. So even like I said, even if I don't make it, become a bum. I'm still owning 2-3 poppy stores before I ever even fought, because Like I said, I even had a time where I was calling about a pottery store. That shit, they wanted like $3,500 a month. So that shit realistic for me. So let alone realistic for niggas who getting $50,000 and $75,000 signing bonuses.
Man.
So that's what I mean.
Some niggas out here that make $3,500 a week from their job, which is outrageous. I ain't gonna lie. Or they probably make that a month on salary. That's low key some bullshit though. $3,500 a month on salary, right?
Yeah, none of that shit is good, man.
Niggas just need to. I'm posting TikToks right now. Don't even worry about it.
I do got to do the breakdown. I'm just afraid that I ain't gonna be breaking it down like how I break it down when I'm talking to you. If you get what I'm saying.
No, I feel you. That mean restart that bitch. If you don't like nigga, if I tell you how many times how long it take me to make them videos, that 1 minute and 20-second video, how long it take me to make that bitch, bro. Bro, I'll be sitting down here, I'll be done rolled up a blunt, then I'll be done rolled up some roaches in a blunt, watch the 2-3 episodes to make a minute-long video, bro. First, I'm trying to find what I'm gonna talk about. Then I keep fucking up making the video, or I don't like it. I delete the whole thing, start over. Cause then I really be like, when I be making shit like that, I really be on that, and I be stickler on that shit. Like I be real picky on the shit I be sounding like, or shit I say. So I be like, nah, bro, that shit sound dumb as hell. Delete that bitch. And sometimes I be forgetting, like, you can't post a blunt on TikTok. I be having a motherfucking blunt in the camera. I gotta delete that bitch.
No, like, you can't do that.
I'm about to say, this is not Instagram or YouTube. You cannot post a blunt on TikTok. No, as far as like technology though, TikTok's cold as shit out. I ain't gonna lie. Like, just as far as how they just do shit on that bitch, how to set up, they the coldest motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's been hot over here, man. This shit got me. I gotta put an AC on the porch. This shit got me ready to go the fuck upstairs in my weed and do this episode. I ain't even gonna lie with the AC.
It was hot as hell down there today.
Yeah. That's why I had to rag on my young boy head and shit.
No, it was fucking rainy and shit down here. Fucking rainy. I'm gonna see who this young nigga the nigga that's fighting on the top rank card, the one we don't know. He 11-0.
He's like a Dominican.
Yeah.
I seen him fight before. We just don't know his name. You probably seen him fight too.
Yeah, 11-0, 10 KOs. What weight is this? 160. Yeah, 160. Who we got? 18-3. Who tries to get? Tiger got 17-3, 11 knockouts. He fought Brian Norman, Ramon Villa. That's about it. Quinn Randall.
Yeah, Tiger nice too.
Yeah, 47. Tiger, yeah. Tiger looked like that 47 was what he needed.
He like in that Tiger, like in that Troy Isaac phase, like in terms where I'm high on him, but like I wouldn't be surprised if they pan out or they don't pan out.
Right, like it was just what you think about him, like if they never become champion, or what I'm saying, you wouldn't be
Like
surprised type shit.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if they never become champ, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to become pound for pound fighters, because that's how much I'm high on them, but also don't know about them in terms of like Abdullah Mason. If he don't become great one day, like I'm going to be surprised. So it's like, and
Oh, that's fair.
to the point where that's how much I got in terms of like what I already got. I got a strong opinion on him where Troy Isaacs, like I see the tools. I know you could end up beating everybody, but you could also end up not beating everybody. Where, like I said, when I see Abdullah Mason or Shushu and Keyshawn, he's like, "No, I expect y'all to beat everybody. I
No,
expect you
he
to be
gonna
great fighters."
right. Niggas just gonna kind of pop off the screen like that.
Yeah, so Troy got a
But
lot of skills though.
yeah, Troy solid. He
I
been
like
he
his,
been looking a lot sharper lately, like we talked about before. Just
yeah. I like how versatile he is, and he let his hands go, and like I said, and he sit down. He a mean fighter.
no, he definitely would sit there and bang with you too if necessary. And he probably not gonna win the power advantage, but he still sit there and he got the skill set to be in the pocket though.
And yeah, man, really pressed my young boy though. Like, he lucky I wasn't there. I wasn't going for that. I wasn't going for none of that.
Hey man, he tried to take his temperature a little bit, man. He been hearing the rumors and shit, man.
Like, yo, I got it. I got him, young.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying? He had to check his temperature real quick.
and the crazy part about it is, like, I wasn't even mad that Abdullah wasn't even tougher. I was mad that Abdullah. I feel like he a humble kid, so that's not him to act tough. But I feel like I feel like he definitely had a moment to be humble and like clever. I don't know how I'm trying to explain it, but like not cocky, but humble enough to tell him that like basically he's showing off. Like it's easy to say like Bob right there, he's smiling, he can make it happen. We know he's not gonna make it happen next. Everybody in this room knows it's not happening the next.
Man.
So it's like it was a way to be, like I said, you ain't had to, because it's not him to be, all cocky. But I felt like it was a way where he could have been humble and, like I said, clever at the same time, where he could have let us know like this is antics. That man right there know damn well where there's no chance we're fighting next. So the fact that he even just did all this was for y'all. He faked it for y'all.
That's how man, he should have
That's
said
what
something, dog.
That's what he posts, because in reality, like I said, we won't look at it like that because they might get fight later. But in reality, like it is fake. You say bye right there, he's smiling. He's smiling because he know this shit not happening next. That's why
Man.
he's smiling. He like, look this nigga on stage.
Like you niggas not fighting no time soon if y'all signing me.
Like,
So
and it's like he knew that. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say he could have called him out on him being fake for the fans. Because like when a fighter on Twitter say this prospect be like, yo, we could fight next. He literally being fake for us. You know you can't fight next. Y'all both 7-0. No, y'all can't. So
the promoter's not allowing that shit, bro.
that was literally a moment that you was like, damn, your ego just allowed you to be fake real quick.
But yeah, I mean, don't nobody think he's scared. It's just like we just felt like he should have said something. He just kind of made it seem like he was nervous or something. But I mean, how Dula, man, he ain't the rah type, man. He trying to get busy, man. He trying to get to work. My nigga. I could tell that you say he going to sleep.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it.
Or you got Nakatili in 10?
He going to bed, bro. He going to sleep.
No, yeah, he going to he get knocked the
You
fuck
could have
out. I
gave
ain't
me.
gonna lie.
You could have gave him the person that made the big bull fight. He was going to lose too.
You said gave him who?
You could have gave him El Dos Santos too. He's getting his ass kicked too.
You say Delta Santos getting whooped on too?
The both of them, it's like neither one of them could fuck with my man Abdullah. He could have gamed Delo Santos, and you could have gave Keyshawn him a motherfucker who fought in less than 2 years.
No, Nakatili definitely going to bed. But Delta Santos, he definitely was gonna lose. But I think that would have been a tough fight though.
Yeah, that'd have been more explosive because Abdullah's still young, so he still go for all the kill shots. So that
Yeah,
one
we
would have
saying
definitely got moments.
what happened with the other big puncher. He got that back though, but
No, I know. That's why they be. That's what Keyshawn will bring up too. But this kid right here, you had to show me.
put him on the list.
That's a lot of tools for one man to handle.
Put him on the list, man. He had to show me, man. What the fuck is he talking about?
No,
No, I fuck with Keyshawn, man, but that's gonna be a
like
tough fight, especially in in a realistic time frame in 2 years when y'all actually might fight. You know what I mean? That's really gonna be tough. But Keyshawn gonna be better too, granted, but still.
yeah. No, yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight for sure. Keyshawn ultimate talented. He got all the tools, so it's definitely a 50-50 fight. I just think Abdullah got like his tools just even jump off the screen even more than the Keyshawn did. Like I think Keyshawn fast. I think Abdullah faster. I think Keyshawn hit hard. I think Mason hit even harder. So it's like they both got a lot of tools.
They both solid to be honest, in a lot of aspects, man. It ain't too many weaknesses to their game. Like you said, Abdullah, sometimes he got the tendency to go at a nigga. He trying to kill a nigga every time. Just little shit like that, but they really got very few weaknesses for real.
Yeah, and that might just be his temperament because even when you look at a guy like David Benavidez, it's just like we might look at Abdul Mason like he's just young, so but shit, David never stopped fighting like that. Like obviously he tweaked his game and is more sharper, but David's still throwing everything fast and hard at the same speed too. Like he's just more aware on the defensive side while doing it because of the IQ and the experience. But like in a way, he only changed but so much. So I kind of see Abdullah Mason in that way where yeah, he's going to calm down, no doubt about it. But it's only going to calm down but so much because that's his temperament. He's going to always want to kill you. And that's how kind of Dave Benavidez is. It calm down, but it's going to only calm down but so much because he still fight how they fight. They just got high fighting spirits.
Yeah, man. I feel that too. Cause David, he was kind of like that young too. We seen him get knocked down and shit like that when he was younger, just throwing shit at niggas, you know what I'm saying? So
And that's how you beat them guys, honestly. To be honest, because that's the only way I saw you have. To me, you have to knock David the fuck out. You're not beating him just straight up, just winning more rounds than him. You're gonna have to stop him, or you're gonna have to drop him a lot of times. You're gonna have to hurt him, not just. And when I mean hurt him, I mean like you gotta separate his brain from his conscience a little bit. Like it can't even just be good shots because he could take good shots. So like even if you doing good work and he doing good work and we just gonna go tit for tat, I don't even think you're gonna beat him like that. So it's like you gotta hurt that man. You gotta
because
you
he
ain't
gonna
gotta
keep
stop
coming
him.
regardless, man.
Yeah, you ain't gotta stop him, but you at least gotta hurt him to a point where he can never recover the same. Like Devin Haney and Ryan, he ain't stopped Devin, but he got into a point where he could never recover in that fight.
And that's tough, man. Even when David takes some hard shots, man, he still be coming, dog. I
No,
mean,
that's why I said you gotta separate his brain because even if it's just good shots, that stock will be enough. He gonna take good shots. Even if you get good work done, that stock will be enough. He gonna be cool with that.
David a bad motherfucker, dog. I'm ready for him to fight too.
He about to fight Callum. He about to fight Callum Smith.
I
Nobody
know,
wants
yeah.
to see that shit. Nobody want to see him fight Callum Smith, bro.
Why do you keep telling me about that? No, I mean, no, but Callum Smith is a top guy in the division,
He
though.
can fight though. Like, don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna say he a top guy in the division.
No doubt about it, but he a top guy in the division because I ain't gonna say that by default. Like, he can't fight. Because to give him his credit, I didn't think he was gonna beat Buatsi. To give him his credit, I didn't think he was gonna win that fight. That was a fight
that was a good fight. That was a good ass fight.
I know that was the best fight of the card. But I didn't think he was gonna beat him because like I said, when it's 50-50 fights, I just go with the guy in his prime. To be honest, sometimes I simplify it. Sometimes I don't need to do that because sometimes I be wrong by not looking at the X's and O's and just simplifying it. But that was a 50-50 fight where I was just going with the younger. I'm like, he in his prime, you not. If it's 50-50 and one in their prime and one in not, the guy in his prime should be able to get it done. But
Callum, though, yeah,
he's super hittable.
Experience. Yeah, Callum is hittable.
He got left hook though. That could, that might could do something.
I say he beat Chris. He not Chris Eubank ass up.
Yeah, he got a left hook on him. He got a left hook on. No, that wasn't.
That was the other one. That was Liam.
That was his brother. Yeah,
that was Liam, wasn't it?
Yeah, they all brothers though. That's why you got to.
That was a gray hair motherfucker. That was a great nigga.
Like
look old.
Yep. They all look alike too. That's the funny part. I get all these. I get them all mixed up.
All them niggas be scrapping and shit. Hold on, what they say? No. I mean, like I said, he a top guy in the division. He done fought Canelo and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I guess. He got a little experience. What's his name about to fight again too? Who you got? Morrell.
You said what?
David Morrell about to fight again too. Who card is that?
Manny Pacquiao.
No. Is that it? He on that undercard?
I could have just. My fault is Shakur Stevenson. My fault.
Okay, yeah.
Well, technically, I got the Belanga card.
Right. They talking about co-main a double header.
Right. Technically, there's Agger card. But...
A double header. It's not a main and co-main. It's a double
I ain't gonna lie. If Caleb would have won, him and Agger was never gonna fight. Because you gotta think about it. Those two guys who think they're the A side. If I was the main event on the nigga who on the pound for pound list, I'm definitely not gonna be on the main B side for a nigga who's not on the pound for pound list. And if you Caleb, be like, I fought Canelo, I made $10 million in a fight before, I'm not being the B side. But now Caleb would kind of have to be the B side. Only reason I like the Charlo fight for Caleb because it could almost not make the loss go away, but it definitely shows that, like, not that it was a hiccup because you don't want to take it away from the person who beat him, but it definitely shows that you're not done. Like, you still here to compete at the highest level.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, when you start losing at this age, niggas start questioning, like, is this his last time at this level? Is this where the peak at this level? You know? So it's like, you lose again, you probably not, it's probably, done. You're probably done at this high level where, because he at the level where any fight could be a title shot at any point. So it's like, just like in Billy and Edgar and Jamie Munguia, well, was like Jamie Munguia, I don't know now, he just popped. But, so like I said, you beat Charlo, because like I said, you lose to him and you lose to Charlo, 9 times out of 10, people will probably gonna be like, you done at that level. So, but if you beat him, then it's like, well, why Caleb's still here? But I ain't gonna lie, the punch resistance, I don't know if he can handle Charlo power off the punch resistance.
Hey man, Charlo, man, different, I ain't gonna lie, he just look extremely, I don't know, bro. He just look calm as hell in there. He just look comfortable.
And the two things I talked about going into this fight, Caleb punch resistance and his fatigue. That
Bro,
shit.
fatigue looked like it hit in the 5th round.
I was saying it, and I said and one thing that always stood out for Caleb. I said Caleb used to get tired of fights that he won. Nobody just gives a fuck until you lose. That's when they say, "Yo, you lost because you got tired, because you keep getting tired." But Caleb got tired in a lot of fights that went 12, and people had like little moments to do a little upset from that 9 to 12 because he would be tired and you might hurt him here and there. Even in the championship fight when he won his first title against Jose, it's like he had a moment in 9 to 12 where he hurt Caleb because he was tired. Caleb just boxed his ass off in that first half of the fight, so you just got to maintain the back half of it. But Caleb damn near Caleb damn near pound for pound fighter. If you just talk about the first 5 rounds of a fight, Caleb one of the best in the world. Like that little team combat league, he would go 100-0.
Yeah.
Because them first 4 rounds when Caleb is fatigued on 1,000, punches on 1,000, I'm not gonna lie, them first 4 or 5 rounds, he a motherfucker. That nigga would never lose on that one round each joint. That nigga would go 40-0 on that joint.
I wonder what that shit be, man. Cause I know the nigga be in shape, man.
No, it's because to me, this is my opinion. Caleb do too much too early, and sometimes Caleb move too much, and obviously he could have. A lot of people was like, just do the adjustment, get on the inside, how he did with Trevor McCumbee. But we just gonna be real. Getting on the inside with a white boy versus getting on the inside with the Mexicans, that's two totally different things. I'm gonna just
He
be
about to
honest.
be punching the shit out you. That's what
That
he wants you to do.
that's two. Not to be you mean throw race into it, but that's two totally different things right there, brother. Getting on the inside with a white boy versus getting on the inside with a Mexican. That's two different. If a Mexican can't do nothing else in this world, if a Mexican fighter can't do nothing else in this world in that ring, his ass could fight on the inside.
That's what he wants you to do, nigga.
If he ain't got a jab, if he ain't got power, if he not fast, if he can't, that's defense shitty. If he can't do nothing, he could fight on the inside if you're not gonna move for sure. And so, like I said, I don't know what the adjustment is because, like I said, the simple thing, just because we seen Trevor McCumbee, we like go on the inside, but it's like this is a Mexican kid who really can fight. And shout
This
out
was
to Elijah Garcia, he handled this kid. He
right.
handled this kid. Not I ain't gonna say with ease, it was a fight, but he handled him convincingly. I ain't gonna say with ease, but he handled him convincingly. He whooped his ass. It was a good fight, but he left on convincingly whooping his ass. So that's a win that aged a little better for Elijah Garcia. But like I said, if you Caleb, the adjustment got to be in K. And another adjustment is Coach Breadman is his trainer, but Coach Breadman lives in over here, not over here like in Philly, but his main gym is in Philadelphia. And nobody from Philly lives in Philly. They live close. It'd be like an hour away, 2 hours away, in a nice part. But his main state is based in Philly. This is where he come at every day to train. Is in Philadelphia. So he go to camp over there for like the last 2-3 weeks. His dad be in camp with him. And that's why Coach Breadman said if we do the rematch, Caleb got to come out here for a full camp. Because Caleb live out there and Coach Breadman lives out here, like I said, not in Philadelphia. Nobody from Philly live in Philly, but they live like in Jersey or Ben Salem or some shit like that. Like I said, those places like an hour and a half away. Somewhere that's far in a nice neighborhood, but not too far where you're gonna be driving your life away every day. So that's another adjustment. Coach Bradman, like I said, he gotta come down here for a full camp. He gotta be here all 8 weeks because that coming down there the last 3-4 weeks, that's not gonna work. I mean, it has been working, but it's not gonna work.
Nigga say, no, I mean I get it though. Cause he come in at the last portion of camp and he trying to coach you up. He ain't seen you do nothing for the last 6 weeks.
And the
You know
whole
what I'm
thing about it
saying?
is, Bradman didn't like this performance because of this opponent. And not just my opinion again. I'm just going by what I think. It's not what he said. because he been with Caleb and a lost before. But Caleb performed way better against David and Canelo than he did against his kid last Saturday. So it's not like Coach Breadman, it's not like this the first time this happened and he like, no, he got to come out here for a full camp. It's the reason he feel like this way about this fight, about this performance. Because he been with Caleb and lost before. And he didn't get on camera and say, yo, he gotta build me for a full camp. So the reason, the fact that he's saying it after this performance, that means, yeah, Caleb lost to David and Canelo, but he did what I asked him to do and he performed well. This performance, like I said, this performance specifically stands out to him in my opinion because he lost with him 2 times before. And on the third loss, he said he got to come out here for a full camp. So obviously, Canelo and David is on 2 crazy levels. So you like he performed good and them guys are otherworldly guys. On this night, you didn't perform good and this guy is not an otherworldly guy. It's not a Canelo or David Benavidez. So, like I said, the adjustment is going to be, I think he's going to have to, like I said, you're going to fight to find a way to move less and use kind of like that Erislandy Lara. Lara found a way to do it, to move less and to basically pick your poison a little more, sit in the pocket more because you older, bro. You can't. You're gonna keep trying to move like how you moved at 25, at 35, brother. You're gonna get tired more than you know. That's just natural. That's for any sport in the world.
Man. Especially like you said, with that type of style where you know you damn near that's your feet is your defense a lot of the time. So it's like you gotta move. So it's like shit. Yeah,
You gotta find a way
you know
though,
what I mean?
because like I said, Lara, you better watch some Lara. That was a guy who main defense was his feet. But he understood that I'm 40 years old. I can't move around or I'm not going to last these 12 rounds against these young guys. So he found a way to move less and sit down on his punches more.
He dropping shit though.
Now he using more angles instead of using more movement. And like I said, that's the angles is still moving. It's just less movement to get out the way. And he got, like I said, Caleb, he ain't been in no wars, but he definitely took some punishment. You know, that David Benavidez fight, that last 6 rounds was a brutal 6 rounds. So
Shit and then shit. I mean, like I said in the video, shit, the David, the Canelo, shit, even the Trevor McCumbee was a tough fight. Even though he won, that was a tough fight. So he been in some little tough little scraps, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so that's how that go. Yeah. Like I said, right now, we do the rematch. I would do the rematch. Well, to be honest, I would do the Charlo fight because
that's what I said.
I don't know. Yeah, you gotta go get the money, I guess.
I say go get that bag because if you lose against that boy again,
yeah, that bag probably not gonna be on the table because it's
you
still
know
on.
what I'm saying?
It's still on the table now a little bit, even with you losing. But even if you Charlo, you know, you gotta hope he's still winning. But you know, he got smacked, so you should be good to go on that end. But if he ain't get smacked, you probably been asked out, to be honest.
I was like, bro, you got. That's what I said in the video. I'm like, man, you might as well go get that bag because if you lose to Resendez again, you cooked, you fried.
Like I said, you talking about going on that inside.
No, don't do that shit. Hey, I think I said that dumbass shit at first. I think I said that dumbass shit once or twice too, and I changed my mind real quick. Soon as I said that, soon as I seen that nigga how he fight, I'm like, please don't go on the inside with that nigga, bro. That's what he want.
And to be honest with you, sometimes to give Caleb credit, sometimes that can be the adjustment. Sometimes you could make an adjustment, but you could have made it too late, and now you damaged when you make that adjustment. So now it don't matter. So it could have been that. Cause I definitely seen Caleb trying to go on the inside a little bit more, but by this time you damaged. He didn't hit you with some good shots. He didn't hurt you a couple times. Maybe if Caleb could see that adjustment early, maybe if he could see that after 3 rounds, yeah, I'm gonna want to get on the inside with this guy. Then maybe that's where y'all point come in at. Maybe then y'all got a point because now when he decided to do it, he fresher. But if you're going to decide to do it after round 7, 8, you done took some damage by now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you pick up on that 5 rounds before, maybe that is the adjustment because you way fresher now. So like I said, that could be the adjustment, but he started doing that around 8, 9. It's like, bro, he didn't already hurt you multiple times by the time you trying to do
They're
the adjustment.
punching on you.
So it's like usually niggas make adjustments, they make it early. You like when NUA got dropped, that nigga didn't wait till round 7, 8, 9 till he get dropped 3, 4 times, then be like, okay, let me do the adjustment. Because it wouldn't have worked. He would already hurt you multiple times. So even a great fighter like NUA wouldn't have worked because you'd have been as soon as NUA got hit with that shot, he got hit with it like one more time and never got hit with that shot again. After 4 rounds, he never got hit with that shot again. That's an adjustment that on the fly. And sometimes you can make adjustments when you're winning. Obviously, that's what separates the great fighters. Caleb is not on the level of NUA. That's what separates the pound for pound fighters and not pound for pound fighters. But that could have been the game plan. But like I said, you see NUA, he didn't get dropped and then figured out the game plan 6 rounds later. Because if he did, that shit wouldn't have worked because you would have been getting hit with that same left hook already too many times. You would have been damaged. Caleb tried to fight on the inside, tried to do the game plan, but he tried to do that around 8, 9. It's like, bro, he hurt you 3, 4 times. If you pick up on this after 3 rounds, then we might got something. Then we might be talking. You mean come back in a fight in a good fight. Then y'all might would have seen the Trevor McCombie performance because he picked up on that early in that fight. You got to remember, he got dropped in that fight in like round 2. So he was able to pick up on that early because it went bad in round 2. So in this fight, he won the first 2 rounds. So you're not gonna pick up. It's easy to pick up on the adjustment if like your game plan just fucks you over right away. Then you're gonna pick up on it right away. But if your game plan working right away, it's gonna be hard to pick it up early. So because Trevor McCombie already had his body reacting all crazy in the first 2 rounds, he was able to adjust way earlier because Caleb was on the ground. I remember he was just pushing Caleb on the ground, all type of shit. He dropped by like round 3. So the bad shit happened in the first 3 rounds. That's why he was able to adjust because he didn't take crazy punishment, and the bad shit happened. He adjusted. Same with Trevor McCombie. If he would have waited 8, 9 rounds to adjust with him, McCombie would have won. It would have been the same thing. Adjusting works, but if you adjust too late, it don't matter what you adjust doing. To be honest with you.
Nah, man, that nigga Caleb, man, he just, I don't know. I still, getting on the inside with him probably still would have been a little difficult, man. Even early on, shit, he fucked around and got clipped early. Well, he did. I mean,
yeah, but the reason that might have been the game plan though is because he got clipped early, but he got clipped with long shots. He got clipped on the outside. He didn't get clipped on the inside. Like when he got hit, remember when he got hit with that straight right hand? That was Caleb on the outside. That was a long right hand that ball stretched out. So it's like you did get hurt on the outside, and that's kind of how the Trevor McCombie is. So, like I said, sometimes the niggas hit hard, and you don't want them to get full extension. It's like if you already hit hard, I'd rather you hit me with shit like this and like this, not shit that you're gonna get full drawn. Because if I'm this close, you're gonna have to get all your leverage from right here, all this with it. If I'm far as shit, then you really could, you could really get everything, all the leverage you
mm-hmm. I still don't think you should fight that nigga, nigga.
Oh yeah, I mean, but he gonna fight you next though. I know he is, cause that's just type nigga he is.
No, you right. No, he definitely about to rematch that nigga immediately.
That's just what he. That's just type nigga Caleb is, man. That's why I fuck with Caleb. That's why I fuck with him though. And
Bro,
sometimes
that nigga's about to rematch him immediately, though.
you got to. And to be honest, it's a lot of fights where I always leave, and even when the fighter lose, I'd be like, even a Devin Haney fight. To this day, I don't think he lost because of that foot. It'd be a lot of fights where I'm like, no, he could beat that nigga. That game plan was just ass. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really feel that way after this fight. This was a fight where I was like, boy might have caught you at the right time, and in your prime, this might have been an easy fight, but this 2025, you're not in your prime no more. And like I said, he's a young kid. He's not even 25 yet, if I'm not mistaken. So like I said, in your prime, this might would have been an easy night, but this might be a night where he just caught you at a good time. Like you older, he younger, he fresher, and like I said, not that he better than you, but he better than you in 2025. Not that he better than you versus his best versus your best, but right now he better than you, just older. Your punch resistance might not be there. Uh, it's a couple shit. Like I said, I'm gonna root for Caleb in that fight, but that's definitely a dangerous fight.
Oh, definitely, man. Motherfucker Caleb, man, I'd be.
Only reason why I say take it though is because my man Khalil Cole, he got stopped in his first loss,
Yeah.
and he got it back. So if you really watch that fight was even Khalil Cole got beat even more convinced. Well, he got stopped. So that lets you know right there, he got stopped. So it's like if you watch that fight, that fight left you thinking you don't want to see that guy again. And see what he did in the rematch, it'll definitely make me want to see what Caleb did. Cause like I say, Caleb lost convincingly, but Khalil Cole lost even more convincingly. He didn't even make it to the final bell. So, and that's a fight where you don't think he might want to see that guy, but the adjustments can be made because Khalil Cole went back against a guy who stopped him, not against a guy who just beat him. Because that's always more impressive. To beat a guy, if you lose a close fight and you come back and get your get back, that's no darn impressive. Getting your get back is always impressive. But to lose one sided and get your get back, that mean you was in the fuck. That mean you was studying. You really was figuring out
On
what
his
the fuck.
ass.
That mean you was really in the lab figuring out what the fuck happened that night. You really figured it out. When you lose a one-sided fight and come back and get it, because like I said, even Roach, if he win the second fight, it'll be like good shit, still impressive. But like I said, it's just different when you don't make it to the final bell and you get your ass whooped in a one-sided fight, and you somehow go back to the drawing board and come back and whoop his ass. That's just a little. It's just a little different.
Yeah. Now Khalil Cole, yeah, he look good too, man.
Bro, he got stopped, bro. He beat a nigga one sided who just beat what he did to him in the second fight. That's what got done to him in their first fight.
Just without the stoppage.
No bullshit. Cause boy Mexican, so Khalil Cole, he was boxing him a little bit, but Mexicans they go all in when you hurt. So Khalil Cole was being smart because of what happened in the first fight. But Mexican boy came out and swarmed him, and like I said, I was upset because I was rooting for Khalil Cole. And he got tired and he stopped him around the 8th, 9th round. So it's like, go back and come back and beat this guy up. I said, so it could be done. But Khalil Cole in his 20s, though.
Yeah, you're a little younger.
In
He
his
ain't
20s.
35. He ain't 35, man.
Yeah. He like 20 seaboard that 25 to 27 stage, 28 stage. So, he's still young. So like I said, uh, but it could be done. So Caleb do it. And to be honest, that make the Charlo fight even bigger. To be honest with you, and Charlo beat Jake LaMotta like as impressive as he did. I said Jake LaMotta,
Thomas
Thomas LaMotta, Cornflake. But
Cornflake.
as good
Crazy
as
name.
Charlo looked, it still was Cornflake. So I wouldn't mind if to me the fight would be even bigger if Caleb wins a rematch and Charlo looks good again against an even better guy.
Yeah.
Then I think the fight is even bigger than what it was, even if they both would have won that night, in my opinion. If you make them fight on the same card, but mind you, it's going to switch now because you lost, nigga. So now Caleb was main event, Charlie was co-main event. We swapping them because your ass lost. So now Charlie going to be main event, and you and your rematch going to be the co-main event. He's still going to be the A side. He's still going to get paid more money. That's a good thing about boxing business. When a nigga beats you, you still the A side because I still bring more seats to you. So you still gonna fight him again. You still gonna be the A side against him. The odds just gonna be different. But like I said, you put Charlo in there with like I said, a Steven Nelson. Uh, uh, you got to give somebody that's like I said even better than Cornflake. And like I said, he go out there, he look impressive again, and Caleb get his rematch, and he go out there and he win. The fight would be even bigger.
Yeah, people just think Caleb back on it. He'd be a little older, but Charlo would too, though.
Yeah,
I
but as
said
long
that
as
35 too. Shit.
but Charlo got the freshness on his side though because he's been so inactive. So he actually his body actually like I'm pretty sure it got wear and tear on it, but it don't have as much wear and tear on it that it probably would have on it if he was an active fighter and wasn't fighting once every 4 years. But nigga fought from 30 to 35. He fought twice, so that's only 2 training camps in 5 years. So that's way less rounds. That make you a fresher fighter at 35 than maybe most fighters at 35 gonna be. So Caleb is an example of it. You ask who looked fresher that night. Charlo looked fresher, and Charlo actually older than Caleb. Caleb actually like 33. Charlo was actually 35. So it's like, but if you ask who looked more fresher, Charlo looked like he was a little more fresher. And like I said, that's because Caleb he ain't been the most active, but he ain't fight. He ain't only had 2 training camps in 5 years. So
Hell no.
so it's like I said, that's what Charlo gonna be. That's gonna be his advantage. Yeah, he old, but he a fresh 35 though. He a fresh 35 because like I said, his career was really from like 17 years old. He was active from like 17 to like 28, 29. Then he probably fought like 3 times, 4 maybe in the last 6, 7 years. But that 17 to 28, 29 though, that first 10, 11 years he was active. The last 5 to 7 years, he ain't even had more than 4 training camps.
That nigga Caleb, bro. This nigga. Bro, why this nigga Mustafa training with Aaron the plumber and shit?
Yeah, that should be having me cracking the fuck up. Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga crazy. He really learned. He trying to learn how to scrap for real.
So, yeah.
I guess you should. You calling niggas on phase and shit.
Like, yo, something really wrong with him.
That nigga said in a real way. That nigga funny. That nigga learning the shoulder roll. That shit funny as hell. That nigga niggas. What time that nigga Nakatani fight, man? 3 a.m. This a unification too. I'm trying to watch this. Shit.
You told Bob right now you gotta pick one, you're gonna pick Abdullah Mason, and I'm gonna leave it at that. If you told him right now, if you told him right now you gotta cut one of them, you're gonna only keep one. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, he won't cut Abdullah Mason. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
You said he won't cut it. Ooh, Even though Keyshawn a world champ?
No doubt about it. I think Abdullah Mason. I think right now, if it was a boxing draft right now, he the first pick. He the youngest and the most promising.
Yeah, besides Carmel, yeah.
Word. And Carmel, I mean, he'd be a top 5 pick for sure.
As far as prospects, it's just who else out there for real? That's really like, you feel me?
Keyshawn Gray, 26 years old. My man Abdullah is 21.
Oh, he's still a young nigga, bro. That shit is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie. He 14 fights in at 21. That nigga, he about to be.
If you tell Bob you gonna cut Abdullah Mason for Keyshawn right now, where if we gonna be real, like where Keyshawn right now at 26, Abdullah probably gonna be there at 23. He's just gonna be real. So it's like his trajectory is just better. Like by the time like we talking about 5 years from now, like that kid gonna damn near be a damn near a Hall of Famer already in 5 years. He already probably gonna win titles in 135 and 140 multiple times in the next 5 years. He then to me, like I said, he gonna be damn near a Hall of Famer in 5 years. If you ask me, he gonna already have the accolades. He gonna be a 3-time champion in 5 years, no doubt about it.
Man, I want to see what he gonna do, man. No, I again, you know, no, I feel like Abdullah, he the guy, man. He just got. I really don't know what he got to do. That nigga's the guy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to think of some guys that could really compete with him and like take the throne from him. But it's just like
I said, I like Carmel because Carmel, like I said, he kind of a wild child, kind of like Abdullah Mason in a way where they be trying to fight to kill people.
no, Carmel trying to kill.
But you can't like not look at his age and just wonder what he gonna look like at 21 and because you saying like I said about Abdullah trajectory being higher than Keyshawn, like you look at Carmel, his shit might be even higher than Abdullah's because he's the kid 18, so it's like where he gonna be at in 34 months, 36 months, like so it's like especially a guy like that because. To be real, he a guy that you actually going to be able to give a title shot at 19, 20, 21 because everybody at 35 won't even be there no more by the time he's there. So where Abdullah Mason, by the time he's there, you got Raymond Muay you got Shakur, you got Tank, you got Keyshawn. So you, Abdullah Mason team, you really got to think about it. You still want to get some more experience. Even for a guy like a Raymond Muay where you might not see him on the same level as you see them other 3 champions, but even for a guy like that, that's a big risk to throw a 21-year-old in there. Because Raymond Muay you can fight. Like, he's not nothing to play with either.
Yeah, man.
So even that type of fight for a 21-year-old is taking a risk where when Carmel was 2021, everybody I just said not even going to be there. You're not even going to think about that. So you're not even going to be thinking about, like, damn, should I think about putting him in there? Because 3 years from now, we talking 2028. Is Keyshawn going to be a lightweight in 2028? Probably not. Is Raymond Muay going to be a lightweight in 2028? Probably not. Is Shakur Stevenson going to be a lightweight in 2028? Probably not. So it's like when he actually becomes 21, it won't be nothing to think about. Whoever champion is, you just going to give him the shot. Whereas at duels at 21, there's so many elite champions, you got to think about it. You still might want to wait till 22, 23 before you pull the trigger. So it's like, only person who got a chance at still being there when he's 21 is Abdullah Mason because he's 21. But even then, he a big kid. He might not be there at 24 years old either.
Nah, real shit, bro. Because he already tall for the weight class. Man, shit. Nah, I could tell her catching the ass whooping, you said.
No, you gonna stop. Del Santos going through a thing a little bit.
That's not. You just got to be careful with De Los Santos. You just got to, you know what I'm saying. You can't play around with him.
He gonna get his chances. Keyshawn take his time though, so he gonna see what he got first. He gonna see what's going on out there, and then he gonna get to breaking him down. I do expect Keyshawn to go out there and have another outstanding performance. Like I said, he's the truth. As high as I am on that Doodle Mason, I do know the threat that Keyshawn Davis possesses. Like I said, he's the truth. He can do everything in there as well. He got a crazy ceiling. He got the talent to beat just about anybody in and around his weight as well. So I see him looking impressive again in another fashion, and hopefully we get a Remy Motari unification after this fight. Now that Loma retired and Remy Motari is officially elevated to the IBF World Champion and not the interim champion. Let's get this fight out the way Saturday, look impressive. And like I said, let's get the unification on popping from Remy Motari.
I seen the video that said Keyshawn don't want to fight. Keyshawn was saying he not gonna fight Raymond Murtagh.
Yeah, I seen that video too, and that's why boxing be ass sometimes, because you got a nigga in the camera literally just telling you I'm not fighting one of the best forward champions at the weight class. Then you got a guy saying I'm not fighting the other guy because he my brother, and then they like, yeah, this is the best sport in the world. So you know how that go. So it's like sometimes it makes sense why boxing not as big as it is. Like it make a lot of sense. Like so it's like boxing the best sport in the world to me, but I understand why niggas can't watch it. You got one of the champions on camera telling you I'm not fighting one of them because he's my brother and I'm not fighting the other one. Nigga just eliminated 60. Nigga just eliminated the whole best of his division. Like what the? And y'all women and niggas wonder why niggas don't watch boxing.
And you probably not gonna get the Tank. So you got, what's your other option?
And niggas wonder why our biggest fighters sell 100,000 on pay-per-view. Niggas wonder why the 100th NBA player, the 100th best NBA player, bigger than every boxer in the world. Like that's why. Because you got a nigga looking in the camera saying, just told you to the camera, 2 of the 3 champions in my weight class is not happening. He just said that to the camera on live. What the fuck is we watching a sport then for? Why am I watching a career? I might as well just turn the TV off till you get to 40 then.
Basically, if you're just gonna fight contenders and just
might as well just turn the TV off till you get to 40. Like, yeah, bro, just hit me up when you go to 40. Then I'll speak on him again. That's just stupid, bro. Like, that's crazy. And that's why this sport is ass. That's why niggas don't watch it.
Real shit.
You got niggas who literally in the camera say that and then really think you're gonna be a superstar. That'd be the craziest part. Like niggas be deluded. Really think like I'm gonna be a star one day. How? By eliminating 2 of the 3 champions? Niggas watching YouTubers sell $1 million. Like, bro, they got 30 million subscribers, buddy. That's not that. Like,
no, that shit, man. That shit threw me off too. I'm like, bro, why wouldn't you fight that nigga and get 2 belts? He talking about I don't want to pay for the other belt.
And Tank not fighting you. So he literally just said on camera, I'm not fighting no world champion in my weight class. And then
basically, he said that's basically what he said. You're not fighting Tank. We know that. It's not happening. You eliminated the other 2 niggas. That nigga crazy, dude.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
I seen that shit. I'm like, bro, why would you say that?
That's why.
And this coach said something too. Mortala coach said something.
Robert Garcia?
Yeah. What did he say? He says so he'll unify in any division he goes to. Got it. But he has a lot to say for a 21-year-old. But he said he'll never unify in any division he goes to. But he has a lot to say to the 21-year-old on his undercard. That's what he said after seeing the Muratalla video.
Yeah, I know. 20-year-old who really get busy on you too. Like really not nothing to play with neither. So it's like, you know. But
He said they're gonna try to get with Shakur after he be what's his name? Zepeda. Might as well, shit. So what the nigga? He basically saying he about to move up then after this fight.
I mean, it don't make no sense to be here if you canceling out all the big fights already. So
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and move up and try to get the Teofimos and the other fights. Shit.
it don't make no sense to be here. No bullshit. So it's like.
Nigga just here, you just taking up space, paying for the belt. You might as well go up. You ain't got to pay for no belt. You can just fight a nigga for one. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to pay for it when you get it, but you ain't got to pay for it initially. Well, if you get it, depending on who you fight.
Wow. Real quick, bro.
Yeah.
Gildas Alexander spins, pulls up, jumper. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Neesmith. The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's gone! It's gone! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. Tyrese Halliburton does it again. Their first lead of the game. This crowd, shot clock and game clock. Gildas Alexander spins, pulls up, jumper. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Neesmith. The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's gone! With 0.3 of jumper.
I'm steady trying to find the motive.
Hey, what the fuck is Indiana on, yo?
Yeah, that boy Halliburton.
Like that shit is so magical. What's going on?
That boy Halliburton.
No, bro. Like what's going on is like statistically impossible. Like I don't know how you doing it.
They said them niggas came back and then that nigga ended up hitting the game winner.
This might be the clutchest playoff run any NBA player in NBA history ever had. No bullshit. Just because he had so many moments to be clutch, like it's just like this the clutchest. This the clutchest playoff run of my lifetime, at least.
Bro, that nigga he been going off all playoff series.
Bro, mind you, bro, that nigga didn't win games down 10 with 30 seconds left, down 13 with a minute left. Bro, like he didn't pull off some unbelievable, statistical, impossible shit, bro. Like, bro, winning the game when you down 13 and there's a minute left, bro. You know how many times you would have to, like, if I just said, bro, try to do that, you would probably try 1,000 times before you actually get it, before you actually do the comeback. Like, the statistics on that is stupid. Nigga was down 8 with 6 seconds left. They somehow won. I'm like, how? How you down 8? Like 6 to 8 seconds left and you win? Like, they just, like, they on some miracle shit right now.
Man, them niggas trying to get that motherfucker. The fucking Pacers, nigga. I nigga ain't think that they was gonna be in the motherfucking finals. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Show me the money, what? You getting paid.
I should have bet on them niggas. I'm betting on Halliburton. No, the time I bet he was gonna
Shaw
lose.
might hit that smile again, though. Shaw hitting with the smile, it might be over, though.
I was about to say the time I bet they gonna lose, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the craziest thing about Shaw in this playoff. Every time he lose a game, that nigga seem happy when he lose. He be like, what the fuck? Then that nigga go crazy.
Man, he said he about to go for 40 balls on their stupid ass. Shot code, what he had?
Remember they went down 2-1 against Denver? That nigga was cheesing like this. Them niggas won every game since then. I'm like, yeah, that nigga different too. That nigga be happy. He like a word back. I just get a chance to show him how great I am.
What that nigga had tonight? He had 38. He was hooping up there. That nigga was hooping. 38 on 14 for 30. How many threes? 3 for 6. Coach say, sit your ass out there. That nigga played 40 minutes.
What's the finals? No bullshit.
Yeah, you're not coming out, sir. Be ready to go.
I ain't gonna lie, like, no bullshit. Whoever the top 2 players on my team, they better get ready to play.
You niggas is not coming out, bro.
Like,
if you do, it's just for like a minute.
No, I'm gonna tell them, like, neither one of y'all never gonna be on the bench at the same time. Like, when you need a little 5-minute break, I mean, other boy gotta be in. So it's like, y'all better not both need to break at the same time. So somebody's gonna have to wait their turn.
Nigga.
Still one on the road.
Chet couldn't get off for real. He was here at 6.6 rebounds.
What Williams had?
17. Everybody on the Pacers is hooping though. That's what got them to come back. Like everybody in double digits, nigga. They hold top starting 5 and they 6 man got double digits. Whole team hooping. Siakam had a double-double. Naismith had a double-double. And Halliburton had a double-double. They had 3 niggas who had a double-double. Them boys is hooping.
I might say you can end this joint game.
Them niggas is hooping.
Yeah, that's some